Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about the top 10 most beautiful places in the world. So before starting this video, like this video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. International destinations such as Greece, Croatia, Chile, and Italy, as well as US destinations such as Colorado, Washington, South Carolina, and many others, are among the most beautiful places on the planet. Spectacular mountain ranges, beautiful green lakes, thunderous waterfalls, charming ancient towns perched on high cliffs, and parks that attract millions of visitors from all over the world are all available to visitors. Number 10. Maroon Bells, USA. The Maroon Bells are two 14,000-foot peaks in the Elk Mountains, that are mirrored in crystal-clear Maroon Lake, snuggled in a glacial valley, only about 10 miles from Aspen, Colorado. They are the crown jewels of the Rocky Mountains and, without a doubt, one of the most photographed sights in the country. It's hard to say when the timeless beauty of these two sentinels, reflected in the lake, is more striking. In the summer, when every hiking trail leads you through fields of wildflowers, in the fall, when tall aspen trees dazzle with a rainbow of fall colors, or in the winter, when snow and ice silence the world. The best photo opportunities can be found on one of the many hiking paths. Motor vehicle access is limited. Fly fishermen frequent the lake, and even if they don't catch anything, the beauty all around them is enough. Number 9. Grand Canyon, USA. The Grand Canyon is a massive gorge cut by the Colorado River over the last 5,000 years, that is steep, 1 mile deep, and up to 18 miles wide. Its sheer magnitude is amazing, and while even from the best vantage point you can only view a small section of it, its geology and age pique the interest. The colorful strata of rock indicate the passage of time, with some of the rocks at the bottom dating back 1.8 billion years. There's a lot of life growing on the canyon's steep sides, and you'll see more of it if you hike the northern rim paths, which are also less popular. The majority of visitors come for the stunning views from the southern rim. Yavapai Observation Station, Mary Coulter's Lookout Studio, and Mather Point are among the most popular viewpoints. Number 8. Blue Ridge Mountains, USA. The Blue Ridge Mountains, part of the vast Appalachians, go from Georgia's southernmost tip to Pennsylvania's northernmost tip. The Great Appalachian Valley is between the Blue Ridge and the remainder of the Appalachians. The Blue Ridge Mountains seem blue when viewed from afar because trees that emit isoprene gas are responsible for the bluish color and thus the mountain's name. The Shenandoah and Great Smoky Mountains National Parks are both located inside the Blue Ridge Mountains. The Blue Ridge Parkway, a 469-mile-long spectacular scenic route that travels along the ridge with the renowned Appalachian Trail and connects the two parks, is the finest way to appreciate and learn about Blue Ridge. Number 7. Oia, Santorini, Greece. Oia is the most popular and possibly the most beautiful of all the scenic towns on the Greek island of Santorini, located on top of a cliff with a fantastic view of the Palia volcano, Nea Kameni, and the island of Thracia. Oia, located in the north of the island, is only 11 kilometers from Fira, and will enchant you with its classic stone buildings lining the small streets, stunning blue-domed churches, and sun-baked verandas. While the hamlet has its share of taverns, souvenir stores, and cafes, Oia is more tranquil and laid-back than popular Fira, and most visitors enjoy the area's modest beauty by quietly wandering around its tiny alleys. Stroll through the area's little harbor of Amudi by descending 300 steps down the cliff, or explore vibrant galleries displaying the work of the many artists who have fallen in love with the village and made it their home. Many people consider Oia, Santorini, to be one of the most beautiful spots on the planet. Number 6. Scenic spots, Plitvice Lakes, Croatia. Plitvice Lakes are a magical world of living, moving water surrounded by ancient forests, 16 lakes linked by waterfalls, natural and man-made bridges, and 300 square kilometers of wild beauty full of bears, wolves, boars, and birds, located about halfway between the Croatian capital Zagreb and Zadar on the Adriatic seacoast. The difference in altitude between the highest point, 1,280 meters, and the lowest point, 280 meters, causes an unending number of little and large falls that constantly fill the air with spray and fog. A ferry on Lake Kozjak carries passengers between the upper and lower lakes, and wooden and natural pathways and hiking trails whirl around and across the lake. The lakes are lovely all year, but especially when they reflect the surrounding trees' delicate frozen limbs or magnificent fall colors. Croatia's best beaches. Where should I go this weekend for fun? Exciting places to visit near me today, famous for, family-friendly, hotels open near me, free activities, beaches, resorts near me, time zone, top restaurants near me, natural wonders, Florida, California, Myrtle Beach, Oregon, New England weekend, Charlotte, Williamsburg, Louisiana, and Pennsylvania. Number 5. Places to go, Amalfi Coast, Italy. The Amalfi Coast is a spectacularly stunning length of craggy coastline on the edge of the Sorrentine Peninsula in Campania, Italy. The coast looks like something a romantic artist might have imagined: sheer cliffs plunging into the azure sea, tiny golden beaches hidden in secluded coves, pastel sun-washed villages hugging the steep slopes of Mount Ravello, and fragrant orange groves competing for attention with ancient vineyards for about 50 kilometers. You can either take a typical Mediterranean coastal road between Salerno, famous Positano, and Amalfi, and lovely Sorrento perched on the clifftop to enjoy the landscape in all its majesty, or one of the many hiking trails that will take you past old villages, offer spectacular views, and introduce you to some fantastic quaint local restaurants and tavernas. The Amalfi Coast is a fantastic destination for famous places to see around the world. Number 4. Great Barrier Reef, Australia. The Great Barrier Reef is the only living object on Earth that can be viewed from space. This 2,300-kilometer-long complex ecosystem, off the coast of Queensland, contains more than 3,000 different reef systems, coral cays, and hundreds of tiny and large islands with beautiful white sand beaches. While the reef is stunning on the surface, it is truly breathtaking underwater, where a living world of more than 600 different types of soft and hard coral creates a colorful and hypnotic home for many tropical fish, sea stars, mollusks, turtles, sharks, and dolphins. This diver's paradise is also accessible by snorkeling, glass-bottomed boating, sailing, semi-submersibles, and just swimming. Australia's best tourist attractions. Number 3. Torres del Paine National Park, Chile. Torres del Paine National Park, located at the southernmost extremity of the Andes in Chile's Patagonia, is a place rich in natural majesty. It has soaring mountains, freezing blue icebergs carving from ancient glaciers, bottomless lakes, stunning geological formations, narrow fjords, deep rivers, ancient forests, and boundless golden pampas blanketed with wildflowers and home to pumas and llama-like guanacos. The ideal way to explore Torres del Paine is on foot along one of the many well-known trails, but if you only have time for a few iconic sites, go to the 3 towering granite towers, or Torres del Paine, Los Cuernos, Grey Glacier, and French Valley. Tourist attractions in Chile. Number 2. Garden of the Gods, Colorado, USA. Garden of the Gods is a public city park, with no attractions because nature has taken care of that. Hundreds of massive red sandstone spires, bridges, and other precariously balanced rock formations are crossed by 15 miles of well-maintained pathways. Rock climbing is highly popular in a park with so many intriguing rocks, as one might anticipate. The forces that developed the surrounding Pikes Peak Massif, tilting it into a vertical position, formed the park formations out of bedded sandstone, limestone, and conglomerates. The remains of marine fossils, as well as dinosaur fossils, are easily visible. The 320-foot-tall Gateway Rock is the largest rock formation. Many creatures, including bighorn sheep, mule deer, and foxes, as well as more than 130 kinds of birds, have made the park their home. What to do in the evenings near my downtown location in the fall, winter, spring, summer, places to visit, wedding venues near me, beach, wedding venues, open parks, hotels near me, burger, nature park, excellent restaurants near me, cabin getaways, spa, MD, small town weekend, Charlotte, Fort Worth, New Orleans, Raleigh, Spokane, NYC, NE, Saratoga Springs, Richmond, from Charleston, MT, VA, Sedona. Number 1. Moraine Lake, Canada. Moraine Lake, a little, chilly glacier-fed jewel surrounded by towering mountains, massive waterfalls, and ancient rock piles in the secluded valley of the 10 Peaks in the Canadian Rockies, is an emerald beauty that takes your breath away. The water in the lake rises and changes color as the glaciers melt. Knowing that the hue is changed by the silt delivered by glacier streams may take away some of its beauty. Hiking trails run through the entire area, providing varied views of the lake depending on your elevation or location. You can also admire it from a kayak or canoe, or just by sitting on a rock near the river's edge. Take it all in since no snapshot can do it justice. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.